So I'm going to conduct an experiment and I'm going to take you guys along. I don't know whether it will work, but here's my theory. I wanted to make pumpkin something. Pumpkin bread, pumpkin muffins, pumpkin waffles I even talked about. So I opened a can of 100% pure pumpkin puree from Libby's, America's favorite pumpkin, because it's all the work has been done for you. So there's only 5 itty-bitty tiny little milligrams of sodium, which essentially is 0. So there's really nothing else, not much else added. It's just what's in the actual vegetable. And I'm going to take a box of classic white cake mix and replace some of the wet ingredients with this 15-ounce can of pumpkin puree. So this calls for a cup and a half of water, which is 10 ounces, a quarter cup of vegetable oil, which really is not that much, and 3 eggs. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to not put in any water. I will put in probably 3 tablespoons of vegetable oil and 2 eggs, hoping that that will be the correct ratio of dry versus wet. I'll mix it, I'll show you what it looks like, and I even pulled out my bundt pan. That's right, bundt pan.
You mean bundt cake?
Bundt cake. Oh, it's a bundt cake. What's a bundt cake? That's from my big fat Greek wedding.
Yeah.
So we need to find a little flower pot to put inside the bundt pan. So I'll check in with you guys. Let me go grab my eggs, and I'm gonna put all the moist.
The eggs.
Huh?
Wait till you see the eggs.
Oh, the little. You should I use the itty bitty ones?
No.
I'm gonna use the regular eggs.
Yeah.
We have some itty bitty tiny little eggs, which are called pullet eggs. Just so you know.
That's right.
Pullet, P-U-L-L-E-T. Pullet eggs.
Rabbit, no. What's it called? Rooster rabbit? Pullet?
Rooster.
Chicken pullet.
Chicken pullet? No, something's wrong.
Chicken rooster pullet.
I don't know. It's a little game where you touch your nose, your chin, I don't know. Peanut gallery commentating. So I'm gonna add the wet ingredients. Peanut. I might add a little dash of vanilla extract and some cinnamon and a little bit of ginger. So it makes it more like pumpkin spice cake. What?
Could you add some Marianne, please, too?
No. This is Marianne free. It is completely Marianne free pumpkin bread. Sorry, pumpkin bundt cake.
Oh, ginger always gets added.
Oh, because ginger is a babe. I don't have my tripod in here with me, but I added a teaspoon of ground cinnamon, and I'm going to add a dash of ground ginger. Ginger could be quite potent, so I'm just going to add a little dash. So, and what else do I need? Probably add 3 tablespoons of vegetable oil, because there's no butter. And then I'll mix this up and show you what that looks like before I add the classic white cake mix. So there's the moist or the wet ingredients all mixed up. I'll even this way it will prevent for me over mixing. I'm just using my spoonula. I didn't plug in my hand mix or anything because I think I could just do it by hand. So there's the mix. I'm gonna put it all in at once and then fold away. If I feel like it's not moist enough where a typical batter would be, I might add a little bit of water, but we'll see, because that pumpkin puree, although it is not completely liquid, should compensate for the cup and a half or cup and a quarter of water that I've removed. Oh, cup and a quarter. Why did I think it was cup and a half? So that's not 10 ounces. That's 9. Because 1 cup is 8 ounces. Nicely mixed. I didn't over mix it. Maybe 15 rounds around the bowl. There might be, it looks like a few lumps, but that's okay. I'm not trying to make it lump free. And now I'm going to spray the bundt pan with some cooking spray. I think I have baking spray, which has a little bit of flour in it too. But I'm going to do that over the sink, because if you've ever sprayed a pan over your floor, like, you know, spray it in the air. A little bit can land on the floor and you can wind up on your tushy. So I'm going to do it over the sink. That way I don't have anything to clean up or hopefully spill. Well, there it is. It's in the bundt pan. Now we can go in the oven. I have the oven preheated at 350 degrees for a metal pan. And according to the little box instructions, 10-inch or fluted tube. Should be 45 to 55 minutes. So I'm going to put it in and check in about 40 minutes to see how it's going, if a skewer comes clean when pierced through the batter. But it smells really good. And yes, I licked my finger when I released the rest of it, what was on the spoonula. So in the oven it goes. I really hope this works because it smells and tastes yummy. Now it's a matter of whether it's going to rise and bake all the way through evenly. I thought it would be nice to have a little bit of a glaze on top of the pumpkin bundt cake. So I made glaze out of 3 tablespoons of powdered sugar, a teaspoon of agave maple flavored syrup, and about a teaspoon and a half of milk. All of that combination all depends on the humidity, and this is the consistency I wanted it. So let me show you what the cake looks like. There's the cake out cooling. Not too shabby, looks pretty good. Smells delicious. I already have an audience of Moses who's standing by. I'm gonna let it cool off just a little more before pouring the glaze on. And then a little sprinkling of powdered sugar. And I'll show you what the finale looks like. And then we'll cut into it. All done. So let's cut a piece and we'll let Polly be the taste tester. How about that? Okay, that looks pretty yummy. And here's a piece I'm gonna bring to Polly with some glass of milk. Right? Milk, honey?
Milk. I love milk.
Right.
Okay.
This is...
Taste test.
You better hurry up and eat some of this before I get it all in my tummy. Wow.
So it's a pass?
Yeah.
So there's a shortcut on making pumpkin bread. Right?
Yeah.
1, 2 thumbs?
4.
4 thumbs? Moses lent you some of his?
I have thumbs, but if I have thumbs, I have 4 thumbs.
Oh, I hear him cooing. It's still warm, isn't it? How's the maple glaze? What do you think of that?
It's wonderful.
I have to admit, I got the idea about maple glaze from Noreen's kitchen. She made pumpkin donuts the other day. And I didn't really want to make donuts. I wanted to make something like that. Perfect with milk. Alright.
Yeah.
I won't put you on the spot and let you enjoy the rest of your cake.
It's very good. Folks, I try this.
So I would say this experiment has worked from start to finish. You've heard the testimonial, albeit from my husband, but try it yourself. Let me know how you guys like it. I'll include a link to my blog, which will have the altered recipe from the box mix, as well as close-up photographs of this yumminess if you want to try it yourself. So thanks for watching. Don't forget the thumbs up. See you next time.